there's also other ways to save money on healthy type foods, even if you don't go to the per se Walmart, grocery store, or other ones, right? Like Costco. We always talk about Costco. Sometimes Costco has absurdly good pricing for many of the things we're talking about. Like if you don't have a problem having bulk food at your house, like you just talked about rice, I know, like you can get a fucking sack of rice. Like you could open a restaurant with the size of a bag of rice they will give you over there, and it's like $10 or something. It's crazy. So I mean, and the meat too. The meat is very reasonably priced. I know a lot of prices are going up in a lot of places. I see it in the store all the time. Costco stays pretty stable, so that's one way. And again, not sponsored by Costco. Wish I was. Wish we were. If anybody from Costco is listening, send me an email. Okay, that's one way. But also, if you want to go off the grid, right? You don't even want to go to the store. Depending where you live, a lot of times there's local farms and things like that you can get stuff from that will be way, way, way cheaper, right? I remember like several places that I've lived before, there's people that have farms around, and they'd be selling eggs out in front of their house because they have 1 million chickens or whatever, and they get they'll sell you 5 dozen eggs for like 25 cents or some shit. So there's crazy ways to get cheap stuff, even meat. There's local butchers, things like that sometimes will be cheaper, sometimes not. But I'm just saying, if you're really going down the train of trying to save money and you want to look at options, to do that in the most cost-effective way, there's a number of ways to do it if you actually want to go down that rabbit hole enough. And I mean, this is Walmart, easy enough. Many stores can be similar to this. But even if you're like, wow, this still sounds like a lot to me, which it won't by the end of the episode. But, if it does, there's other ways to even cut more costs on that. So that's all I was going to throw in there.
Yes, and not to mention when you support like the small local farms, like you feel much better about it, and more than likely those animals are raised in a much more humane manner, and overall it would be way better if you could go to your local farm, and if it's cheaper, then fucking go for it, man. Why would you ever shop at Walmart? God.